Oh snap, I'm going live. What's up, everybody? This is Brent with the Gaming Solo Channel. I am here today with a little bit of a treat. This is Star Wars Galaxies. But it's not just any Star Wars Galaxies. It says pre-CU Star Wars Galaxies. It is an EMU server, and it's basically amazing. I just got a mail. Instant prior bot your structure. It'll start deducting from your bank account automatically. That's fine. I'll put a structure down. Here, let me see real quick. I need. I'm just getting the word out that I'm live right now. Anyway, this server is pretty awesome. The staff are really helpful, and I really want to see it succeed. This is the Infinity server, SWG EMU Infinity. So it's pretty cool stuff. Let's see. Pretty cool stuff. Sorry, just posting out there, getting the word out that I am here. For anyone that wants to see this, I've been playing on this. I joined up, was it last weekend? I have another treat for you too. Sometime this weekend, I'm going to stream from an NGE based EMU server. So this is a pre-CU, so it's the original, how the game originally was. There's no space yet. I've muted the music because I have found that YouTube does not like it when you have music that is other things. So I have the chat up, the spatial chat, so you can see some of the cool stuff that happens in chat. When I say cool, I mean like the characters talk and have conversations and react to you and stuff like that, even when you don't react to them. Currently, I am trying to level up as a Brawler. I'm almost Master Brawler. I've gotten the unarmed down, working on one-handed, then two-handed, then three-handed. I'm hoping during this stream I will reach Master Brawler. I got some doctor buffs, so I'm kind of OP. There's a really cool city on Naboo where everyone's kind of holed up at. It's a player city. And they have buffers and all kinds of stuff in there. So I go there to get my fix. They knocked me down. I go there to get my fix on buffs and things, and then just come out here and tear up outside Coronet. I was told it's great XP, and everything on this game seems to be great XP because the XP is boosted a bit. They upped the XP rate for non-Jedi and some of the other classes, so that's cool. Oh, that guy does not. So the meat lumps do not like me anymore. I've been killing them non-stop in this game. That's what I actually level off of. There are these meat lumps. And as you can see, I basically one-shot them when I'm buffed up. I actually one-shot them when I'm not buffed up too, unarmed. They're getting to my mind. So, for anyone who's not played pre-CU, and that would be me, actually. I didn't play pre-CU. I joined after the CU was released, the combat upgrade of the game, where they changed some things and how combat worked. Pre-CU, your mind bar could be attacked by certain attacks. And that's where we're at here. They're attacking my mind bar. Doctor can't buff a mind bar. I'm sure something can. I haven't figured out what that is yet. But some of the attacks from these guys attack my mind bar. So even though my action, my health are all the way up, if they knock down my mind bar, it'll incapacitate me. So let's just keep going. And you see the XP moves pretty quickly. So I'm hoping to get Master Brawler here pretty quick. Another thing in combat pre-NGE is you can knock people down and stuff like that. So in the beginning there you saw me get knocked down to a kneel. And I had to actually go up here to my bar and stay. Or I could have typed /stand, but I'm a little old school. I like to click. So, boing, you jump high in the air. So this is a very sandboxy game. Before the NGE, and even during the beginning of the NGE, the amount of actual content in the game outside of the sandbox elements was very minimal. Oh, they knocked me down again. Oh, they almost knocked me down. But the actual content was a little minimal. And I remember when the NGE hit, having a really hard time because they upped the level cap from 80 to 90. I had a really hard time getting up to 90 due to the lack in leveling content. They fixed it over time, and it's not a bad experience anymore. And we'll actually look at some of that in the other video I'll make this weekend for the NGE server that I found. But there's definitely some nostalgia in the server for being able to level up all these different classes that did not exist once the NGE hit. And they also have a path to Jedi, which is actually what I'm doing with this character. They allow you to have, I believe, 6 characters at once, 3 logged in at any given time. They do kind of pay attention to people trying to do double accounts. So if you have a spouse, if you get on this server, you have a spouse, you will need to let them know ahead of time and get their okay to go ahead and make a second account, because they track the IPs to make sure you're not cheating somehow. So keep that in mind. But this is really cool. I'm going to, after the stream is done, the video that posts, if you stay tuned, I'll have a link to their website in it. You do need your own copy of Star Wars Galaxies in order to play this, though. None of the emus will supply that. That's kind of illegal. You need to own your copy. I have my own copy that I've saved all these years, and it's definitely worth me saving now, because I'm able to check this out, and it's really cool. I believe they take donations. It's not a pay-to-play server by any means, but I know they do take donations. So if you're into this kind of thing, you jump in, you want to give them a little love, I'm sure there's a way to donate on their page to keep things going. As soon as the EMU has jump to light speed, it'll be implemented on this server, which is kind of cool, especially since it's costing a lot of money for me to run around and travel from planet to planet. But that will be coming when it's available. Currently the emus that have jump to light speed, apparently the code is some type of leaked or stolen code, and so this server has chosen to wait until the official emu coding is released, because it's a little less sketch there. With all the, I don't know how all the copyright stuff works exactly, but I'm sure it's a little easier on the copyright eyes, however they're doing it on their side, than using stolen or leaked stuff. I need to make sure my flippin' weapon is okay. It sounded a little bad. So there is condition in this. That's one of the main things. That's one of the things I did not mind about the NGE. There's a lot of things that bothered me, but I did not mind the removal of condition and the condition mattering. That always drove me nuts. Always had to be conscious of the condition of your stuff and the potential for your stuff to break in the middle of doing something crazy and it be useless gives me anxiety in a video game. I don't want anxiety in a video game. I want immersion and fun, and some people might argue that that was immersive because armor really would break. Well, I didn't see, other than dead people, a whole lot of armor breaking in Star Wars. I'm just saying. If they got shot through the armor and died, yep, there's a hole in the armor. I don't know. In a game, it just doesn't feel right, especially the way it's implemented here. So, like in games like World of Warcraft, you have a way that you pay some gold and it fixes your stuff, and you just keep on trucking. In this game, you can actually permanently break stuff, which is sad, which they might have removed in this server. There might be some details in this server that that I'm not privy to or don't know. I haven't done enough research, honestly, to feel confident in the game and know what I'm doing 100% yet, but it's possible on the server, like some of the tweaks they've made, they might have tweaked it to where your equipment can't just simply completely break. So that could be a plus, but I have had a chest piece. They give you some armor and stuff when you start out, and you can see here that red piece, that's my chest piece. If you look at it, 0 of 1,000 is dead. It's so dead. So in order to fix that, I have to take it to an armor smith, and he or she can fix that. So either someone else is out here killing these, or I'm in the dead zone. I think I'm in the dead zone. I don't think there's anything out here. I gotta run around a little farther. But basically, this is how I've been leveling. I've been running around killing these things, and getting experience. That's pretty good experience. I don't know if whoever's watching or will watch this remembers spin groups from back in the day, but I hope to bring that back in the server. I think that was some of the most fun I've had in a game, getting in a big group, running around, doing the missions. Speaking of the lack of actual content, when Star Wars Galaxies released, which is basically the state of the game right here, aside from a few things that this team has coded in themselves, just because it's nice things like the bunkers that came with Mustafar and stuff like that. Excuse me. But when the game first launched, the only real thing you could do was run around and do these mission terminals. There's mission terminals for normal missions, there's bounty missions, all kinds of stuff. And that's really all you can do as far as running missions. Now there's locations you can do, and I mean there's theme park missions. You know, the Java's theme park is a popular one. So is NIMS and the 2 Warren theme parks. All those things are things to do, but as far as like a standard mission layout and things like that that the NGE eventually introduced in the Legacy Quest, there's not a whole lot to it. So it's lots of grinding and then PvP and other things like that. And that's basically what the game is made up of at this state. It's just fine by me. I want to get to Jedi, which that's more missions. Jedi. Unlocking Jedi, they actually outline it so you know how to do it, so it's not secretive on this server. You have to master 5 professions. I'm going to master all of the melee professions. Just because I've been told that's the easiest and fastest route to get the Jedi bit done. I'm going to be making a bounty hunter combat medic character, if you know what that is. That's actually what I originally had in Star Wars Galaxies. I was working for Jedi when the CU was destroyed by the NGE. I was in the middle of my Jedi. But that's okay. I'm going to try it again here. I do not want to kill the Corsac. They are, I think, good guys. And if I make them upset with me, they're going to attack me in the city. Here we go, ragtag. Sorry, my voice is hoarse between being sick a couple weeks ago and the allergies and stuff. My throat has not recovered, and it's very sensitive right now. But this is basically what grinding looks like here. I think I could have stayed behind or went backwards and backtracked some, and the spawns spawn a little faster than this. I could be wrong, though. They could be spawning slower since I'm one-shotting them. I think, excuse me, I had to get some water there. I think when the spawns were coming back behind me, I was taking a little longer to kill these guys. So one difficult thing, one cool thing about this game, if you don't know how this all works, back before the NGE, you get experience for everything you do, and that experience is based around the weapons you use or whatever you're doing at the time. So, like, if you're a dancer and you're dancing, you get dancing, entertainer experience. If you're a marksman and you're using a gun, you get experience based on that gun. You also get combat experience when you're fighting. That's a generic kind of experience that can be used for certain tiers. But like right now, I'm getting a lot of one-handed experience. I need 70,000 to get this last little box I need for the one-handed, and I currently have 63, 115. Let's see here. I think that's core sec down there. Nope, that's ragtag. The ragtags don't give as much as the meat lumps, but I'm not going to turn down free XP that I can get as I run by looking for meat lumps. I always thought that was an odd name. But so Corellia is kind of where it's at for the beginning in grinding. I've been told from my path anyway, if you're doing this stuff, you don't want to start doing the terminal missions really solo until you get Novus Terraskazi, which is the unarmed combat. So that, just so you see it, is right here, Terraskazi Artist. I got a decent amount of unarmed, but I need 125,000 unarmed to start that block. In this game, you can't just click the block when you get it. So like Brawler right here, when I get this, I can't just click it and learn it. I have to go find the Brawler trainer, which I happen to know exactly wwhere he is here in Coronet. And he's right next to the Starport, which is where I will be going when I'm done here. So that works out. That's Corsec, people. Yeah, I think I need to hang out over here and wait for the meat lumps to respawn, because there's like nothing on the backside here. I seem to remember more spawns back here, but I could be mistaken. I could be there could be somebody doing exactly what I'm doing right now in here, running around killing stuff to level. It could happen. The population on the server isn't like ginormous, but it is active. Every time I've gotten on, there's people that respond in chat and stuff for questions and things like that. PvP is a big thing on the server. I mean, it's a big thing in general in this game, because once you get the build out that you want, that's basically all that's left, other than a couple things you can do in the world. One thing that I'm looking forward to doing as a Jedi is busting up some bunkers. In this game, you have faction bunkers that can be set. I am always a rebel, always have been a rebel. I did end my time in SWG as an Imperial just because that was what the guild I was in at the time was. But I am a rebel, and they called me a filthy rebel anyway, even though I was an Imperial. So, I'm definitely joining the rebellion as soon as I feel comfortable with it, just because when you are a rebel here, you can be targeted. And in PvP, that's what kind of sets the bar too. You have to have a faction if you become a Jedi. There's no factionless Jedi. Part of your trials actually have to do with killing either Imperials or Rebels. So, and you can only do that if you are declared to a faction. So, yeah. Okay, it usually makes a noise when you get there. I'm almost there. Like a couple more of these guys, and I'm there. So you can see on my screen it's popping up with my one-handed experience and my combat experience. I'm looting everything. There are junk dealers in this game. They do buy different things, so you have to kind of explore the junk dealer situation. I'm about there. Oh, seriously, 45 XP. Ow! Alright, so I'm going to jump this up. I'm going to switch to my two-hand. I'm going to mess some people up with a two-hand. Oh, yes, I have an AoE on the two-hand. Looks like I got a sweep. So when I get a bunch of them on me, I'll just sweep them. That's useful for spinning the big mounds, the mission terminals. Yeah, these guys give a lot more XP. I'm going to hang out over here. I'm just going to wait for these guys to respawn. They're running around. A small fry XP. I want the big fry XP, because look at this. It's already bumping up. Woo! So I know this doesn't look too exciting. For someone like me who's played some very grindy games in the past, this is nothing. This is really, really fast. I don't know if I made an Aeon. I think I made an Aeon video recently. I can't remember. I was playing Aeon, but I can't remember everything that I've actually... Two-handed sweep. Let's do this. Boom! I can't remember everything that I've actually streamed lately, just because I know it's not a lot. Just because of being sick and not having a voice. But Aeon is an incredibly grindy game, or it was. It's not anymore. I don't think I streamed it. I wanted to. I might have streamed one. I wanted to do like a leveling up thing, but then this popped up, and I'm just mesmerized here. Because it's some heavy nostalgia for me. You can tell the graphics are dated. Don't think that I'm pretending like this is the best graphically amazing and gameplay-wise game ever. It's pretty close, but this dude's dodging me. There we go. There we go. Don't mess with me. But it's pretty sweet game. Some funny looking trees. What's really funny, this game was like back in the early 2000s when it launched, or mid 2000s, and graphics engine, things like that. How far the terrain could actually kind of pop up. It's just kind of laughable. Like as I walk, I'm getting... Man, two-handed is slow. Come on. As I walk, I'm getting... I see people, and then I'm coming up on the flora after I can see the people in the distance. So when you're... Excuse me. When your mind gets slow, you better sit down. Death is a very, very, very real thing in this game. It's got some serious consequences. If you die and you don't have your stuff insured at a local cloning facility, when your character resurrects at the cloning facility, it's going to take some heavy damage, which we already talked about is no good. It's requires another player to intervene, unless you are a pocket crafter, which I am not right now. I don't have a crafting character yet. So it could be a little costly. By a little costly, I mean very costly. I had a set of armor when I was playing before the NGE. I didn't really wear it unless I was hunting Jedi. I was a bounty hunter, like I mentioned. I was hunting Jedi. And I would use it then. So if you can see my name in here, if you want to check the game out, hit me up. Send me a message. They have a link to the Discord, though. I'm not going to be a huge help as far as, hey, go here and do this. But I'll grind with you. I'm planning on getting to Jedi. Maybe we can get to Jedi together, right? But in Discord, there's a lot of helpful people. There's also a lot of trash talk. It's PvP and stuff, you know. So all the normal elements of an MMO, I guess. Man, this two-handed thing is not. It's not as easy as the one-handed. I feel like my one-handed situation was like rocking. I was just walking around beating some fools in the face and they were just falling over. Two-handed seems really slow and clunky. Anyway, sorry, I am editing while I rest here for a second. Just editing my live stream at the moment. So let's go get these meat lumps. As you can see, it's not going to take me that long to get the rest of these knocked out. And as you can see, I keep some of the same things. The Terras Kazi has a lot of cool, effective things that come with it. It's actually probably going to be the first thing I master just because it gives a good solid base. And also, I don't want to go through a whole bunch of armor. And Terras Kazi seems to be the best. Stand up. The best situation as far as not burning through armor for protection to grind and stuff. I gotta sit down after that. Whew. So. You might be able to hear my dogs in the background barking out back. Apparently there's someone out there. Well, not someone like out there. Out there, they probably see a car. Let's see. Sometimes you get some decent stuff from these guys. Alright, I don't care about you guys. I care about the meat lumps right now. So you got an overhead map, you hit M, overhead map. V is your planet map, where you can see waypoints and stuff. You jump up and jump on. What? That's funny. Okay. And he knocked me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Yeah, that's one thing I forgot about, and I was trying out doing a range type situation like I did before, where I was like a pistolier and a combat medic and a bounty hunter. And even when they knock you down where you're kneeling, you can still shoot them, which is great. I think that's the end of the line there. Let's go back the other way. But melee weapons, they won't let you cut them. It will not let you cut somebody with a melee weapon when you're kneeled. Prone. Prone actually helps your aim when you're a rifleman. I'll just kill these guys since they're here. One thing that came with the NGE, I think it was, it might have been combat upgrade, but I think it was NGE, was when you loot, you got to see what you were looting ahead of time, and this one you just loot and it falls in your inventory, which I'm not complaining about. Oh, look, a head wrap. Let's put on the head wrap. What's that look like? See, that always looks like, I know it's like a bandana type deal, but it always looked like George Washington hair to me. Hey, look, is that some meat lumps out here? Yep. Alright, give me 1 second before I jump out there. I think my son is waking up. Let me go get him back to sleep. Real quick, I will be right back for some more meat lump hacking up fun. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. I have an 18-month-old son who still loves pacifier. And if he wakes up and it's not in his mouth, he doesn't even look for it. He just whines and cries until we come and give it to him. But that's what babies do, right? Yeah, these guys are mad. There's a very good faction system in this where when you kill NPCs of certain alignments, you you gain faction points of their opposing factions, and you lose faction points with them. So when you get to a certain point, you're considered hostile across the whole group, which is kind of cool. Let's see here. After this, I just got to do that, and then I'll be Master Brawler. Boom. 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 This is without armor. I'm out here without any armor or anything. Just the doctor buffs. Getting the money. Getting some decent money. Okay. Lots of meat lumps out here. About halfway to finishing out this two-handed sword, and then I can use the staff. And then I'll be Master Brawler, and it'll be time to get Terraskazi, whatever the freak. So back in the day, this would have taken for freaking ever. I would not be halfway through the sword at this point. I'm going to sit down just in case I end up pulling too many here. I would not be halfway through the sword with this little bit of play. See, I'm right at halfway. I would have been still working on like this level. The XP gains here are nice. Very nice and appreciated. I want Terraskazi Novus. Oh, I get Meditate at that point. unarmed hit 2, and I can use a vibro knuckler, which means I hit that much harder. I already hit really hard with my bare hands. I probably hit harder than I do with the swords and the staff, to be honest. Man. So if you notice over here, this thing keeps popping up. That's an attack queue, so you can set up, if you're in a big fight, you can set up a string of attacks and commands. The only clunky thing about that is if you put something in wrong, you got to heal real quick or something like that, you got to clear it. The only ways to clear it are to hit the clear button that's up there, to clear them one at a time, or you hit the escape and untarget the opponent to get completely out of it. Which you can imagine is not very appealing to anybody in the situation other than maybe your opponent while you try to scatter and get your crap together. Stand up. Boom. Alright, come here, Mr. Meat Lump. Or Ms. Meat Lump. Some of these are women. I don't really know what a meat lump is, as far as the lore goes. I'm guessing it's some type of gang. But I don't know. What are some other features of this game that I can talk about while we're doing this boring stuff? Well, boring is in like nothing super exciting compared to running around PvPing or something. This game has housing. It's got player cities currently up and going. The housing system in this game was unmatched. The crafting system in this game was unmatched. Still to this day, there's nothing that really matches up to how awesome the crafting system of Star Wars Galaxies was. I'm gonna go back in this direction. I think that's it as far as that goes. So let's go back in this direction. Combat system is complicated. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't have a problem with it. I mean, just like any other game, there's a different combat system to master. It doesn't feel, especially since I'm one-shotting everything, it doesn't feel super clunky and slow like Arcage's did or something like that. Arcage was, oh gosh, that was bad. I learned more about that game too. I did a video about it. I learned more since that video. It's awful. It's like a pay-to-win style game. I did not know that going into it, or I probably would not have played it at all to begin with. Well, where's the respawns? Well, I got a spin attack, so I might, before I get Novus, I might go back to Naboo around High Garden, which is that player city that's pretty rockin' and hopping, and get some terminal missions to work on Teras Kasi Novus. Yeah. Knock out some meat lumps. Why am I not attack? Oh yeah, because I'm slow. I'm a slow attacker. Yeah, I'm ready for this two-handed thing to be over. That's not going to be a fun one to grind up, I do not think. So I'm doing Teras Kasi first. There's a whole build that I have notes down on that was suggested to me to do. So that is what I'm going to do. Sorry for no music. It's just getting copyright hits. Oh, this guy's coming at me with a baton or something. Let me hit you with my sword. Is that another meat lump out here? Yeah, it's a meat lump. Let's see, we're at 50,000. We need 70,000. Whew, we're almost there. Just a little bit more of this. We'll be on to the polearm. The way they speak is pretty funny sometimes too. They put in here the spelling of what it sounds like when it comes out of them. So that person just said "that's" because that's how it talks. Just saying. It's the little things. That's one thing that they got right with Star Wars Galaxies. The little things. They got a lot right. I don't know who I'm kidding. I love how everything has a name too. Like everyone I kill here has a name. So like there's a little Ono Jr. out there that doesn't have a father anymore. Sorry, little Ono Jr. But your father was a bad man. Booyah. It doesn't matter what ability I use up on the toolbar, or if I even use an ability, if I just do a basic attack, it knocks them the crap out. And I think that goes into the abyss of nothingness. I'm going to kill these guys just because they're here. And there's like four of them grouped all together. I mean, might as well, right? I'm just on a slaughtering rampage, getting better with my sword. I might as well just kill everyone I see. Double click for loot. Turn on my auto run. I'm going to run in this direction until I find someone. Excuse me. Just needed some water. Let's see what we have here. So we're coming around the corner of the city. That's my baby monitor that you hear in the background beeping. It's no big deal. I'm just right on the edge of the range, apparently. See, if it wasn't so dangerous, I would go do the bases now, but not the whatchamacallums, doing the mission terminals. The issue with that is they mess with your mind bar, but I only got about 10 more on the two-handed sword, and then I can switch to the staff. Oh, there's some right here that I was going to go right by. Sorry, guys. Oh, I'm kneeling? See, sometimes the animation's a little slow and you don't realize that you're kneeling until you see the error up on your screen that you're kneeling and you can't use that attack. Go figure. Come on, bring it on. Who's up next? Darn Transdotions. So you can be a lot of different races on this game too. I am usually human. But you can have Twi'lek, you can have a Trandoshan, you can have Wookiees. There's all kinds of fun stuff that you can be on here. And they all have different languages. There is a terminal in Coronet that I can show you guys when I go get my Master Brawler finished out. That will teach you all the languages and stuff. It's I can't remember what it's called. It's like a beginner welcome terminal or something like that. It gets you all that stuff that just because this isn't like a full population server. I remember someone teaching me the languages back in the day, and that was cool. It was before I even knew there were languages. I mean, it was before I knew anything about the game, really. But, yeah, so. Alright, so I want to switch to my staff now, metal staff. And punch this guy in the throat with it. While I'm punching him in the throat, I'm going to switch to my staff bar and wallop him. Okay, so boom, we got those two. Now we just need to level this up. I am 10% of the way there already at 7,000, and I need 70. Not bad. I'm going to kill these ragtags just because they're here, and there's plenty of meat lumps to go around them. Sometimes some of these other ones I seem to have some trouble with. Like, they like to dodge me. Which is not cool. Look at this guy. Recognized me and came running. Or girl. Knocked you down. So this thing does a lot of knockdowns and stuff like that. Another thing that's unique about this fighting system is it targets body parts. So you can knock, I mean, you've been seeing me knock people down and stuff. In the armor, you notice that my chest piece was the one that was damaged. Well, that's because I guess everyone aims for your chest in this game, because it's damaged because it took the most amount of damage of all the armor pieces I had. Alright, I need you to go down, dude. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of damage in this pole arm thing either, it looks like. Overwhelming assault. So the pole arm's going to have a spin attack. That's cool. Ragtag loon. I might as well kill him. I don't see anyone else to kill out here. Soon they'll attack me on sight. I just haven't killed as many of them as I have the meat lumps. Is that corpse out there that I didn't loot? I didn't loot that corpse. I gotta go get my credits. It's a hard economy, man. $95 credits, man. Alright, but seriously, I'm right at 14,000, and I need 70, so it's gonna take some time. Just a few minutes, hopefully. Here we go. We got some meat lumpage. We have meat lumpage. Come on, do something. Sometimes it's frustrating because you don't know what's happening in the battle situation, so you're just like, just wait to see what happens. It gets a little frustrating sometimes. You can't tell if it's just your weapon slow, the animation slow, or anything like that. How did I know that they were gonna knock me over? I mean, look, these guys are hitting my health. This darn pole arm, man. I don't know about this crap. There we go. Let me sit down for a second. I can see more in the distance. My mind should be good by the time I get to them. Man, this polearm XP seems to be taking forever, though. There's all the meat lumps. Well, that wasn't nice. That's why you're dead now. You can also do like a semi-targeted type mouse situation. I was doing more of a floating mouse. I could move it anywhere, but you can have a more targeted approach if you want to. Come on, just knock him down. So those are a little higher level, but so you can see there, moving the mouse to the, inside box edges here gets the camera to move instead of going to the far outside. You just lose a little bit of your ability to go up here, like I like to do, and hit these buttons when I need to, like right there. But yeah, some of these are given more in the thousands, so they must be a higher level, which might be why they're harder to hit. That's one thing that the pre-CU keeps in the dark too, is player levels and enemy levels. Now when you do missions, they'll tell you what level that is, but that's missions. This is a sandbox. When you're out in the world, you don't know what you're getting into. I'm going to turn a heater on, so if you hear some craziness in the background, it's probably that heater. Oh, this is a little chilly in the basement. Come on, come on, come on. Knock them out. Boom. Ooh, I need to rest. Totally need to rest after that. Holy cow. That darn mine bar. Too bad I can't get that buffed. Measly 800. Oh, another thing. You get wounds in this game. There's only 2 ways to get rid of them. A Jedi can heal you of your wounds, or you can go sit in a med bay somewhere and wait for them to go away, which I think they go away a lot faster on this server than they originally did in the original live game. You also get battle fatigue. You watch a dancer or listen to a musician, and that battle fatigue goes away. So that's some of the immersion of it, and it helps stimulate the existence of the non-combat classes. Without them, your combat classes are up the creek without a paddle. So let's go over here and knock these guys out again. I just want to get to Master Brawler real quick. I don't think I can do it before this stream reaches an hour long. Ah! Yeah, come get me, Meat Lump. Boom. He's got a pole arm too, and I knocked him out. That dude had a gun. Come on, come on. That was a female? Okay. Okay, that was the end from that direction. Let's go back in this direction. Woohoo! Oh yeah, let's talk build while we're running back over here. So you have each person starts 250 points, and the skills that you learn require a certain amount of points, and of course the XP to learn them. But so a certain amount of points you have overall period to form your character with. So you have to kind of choose wisely. It's always good to choose things that have some of the same basic classes, because it does take skill points to start a basic class. It doesn't take any actual XP, but it does take skill points. So in a system where you want to conserve your skill points as much as possible, it makes sense to do that, which is what I'm doing here. And I'm guessing that's part of the reason why they say fast as possible unlock to Jedi on the server is to do Master of the 5 melee stuff. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see, did I get the corpses? Did I get all the monies? Got all the monies now. Let's go take out some more meat lumps. Yeah, sometime this weekend I'll show you guys the NGE, which on that server I have a level 90. You get a free level 90. So I have a level 90 on that server, but he doesn't have jack diddly squat for gear. So I'm just going through the legacy quest and inching my way through so that I don't end up the creek without a paddle. Out somewhere trying to get decent gear and getting my butt handed to me. I gotta get the hang of it too. When you don't play these games for a while, it's a very different experience when you get back. Come on. See, like right now, I don't know if I'm actually... See, okay, right there I attacked. That's great. Attack that one. Now attack this one, please. Boom. There's a meat lump up here. Here, meat lump, meat lump, meat lump. He would love to beat us all up, and then I killed him. I guess that won't be happening. It must be hard to beat someone up when you're dead. I'm just saying. Come on. Sometimes I think it's just doing this to mess with me. Come on. He's beating up my mind bar, which isn't good. There we go. Where are we at? At least we're past the halfway point. I'm just ready to be a master brawler. Hoorah! This is what the NGE was trying to avoid too, the downtime. But this is when you talk to people and all that. This is a different time when this game came out. It was a totally different time. People actually talked to each other, socialized. People played this game with each other, with friends from school and stuff. It was a different time. People enjoyed taking a break and talking and discussing. It was simpler times back then. Let's go get some more meat lumps. It's really not that bad, like 30 or less more of these meat lumps. And I'll be able to master Brawler. He dodged me. See how quick they go down when the ringleader goes down? Well, here's some more meat lumps. Bye, Felicia's. I'm gonna sit down actually. My mind bar is a little low. Don't want to get into a little pickle there. Took that opportunity to get some water. Alright, I think that's enough. They're not all four going to come at me, I don't think. If they do, we'll just run away. Yeah, see, it's just the one, and I can lure him out. Yeah, come to me. Even though you got pistol. You got blaster, you still ran out here. You dope. Booyah. Look at those wounds mounting up. And battle fatigue setting in. It's not that big a deal. It does lower your stats, but... I think that is the end of this side's meat lumps. So we'll go back in this direction. So close. Like I'm gonna beat these guys up. Oh, he made me kneel. That's alright, I killed him. That didn't help too much. 20k to go though, which is great, because I am ready to hit the sack. Keep running in this direction. Oh, what do we have up here? Meat lumps. Oh, my mind bar is a little low. I need to run away. Not gonna make it through that. Incapacitated. So there's what happens when we get incapacitated. Hopefully they're far enough away that they don't want to come after me some more. Okay, I think we're good. Let's sit down. Incapacitation's okay. Straight up getting knocked out, not okay. Yep. That darn mind bar gets you every time. I'm sure there's some candy or something that you can get. Keen eye solution. I'm just looking through all this stuff. Dud, firework, that'll heavy duty class, slave collar. Buying increase the muscle tension of your fingers, you increase the speed in which you fire a pistol. That's kind of cool. Thrown weapons. I didn't know there were thrown weapons, unless it's talking about a lightsaber, maybe. Alright, let's take care of these guys. You thought you were big and bad. Come on. There we go. All right. Come on. Oh my gosh. They're gonna incapacitate me again, I feel like. Oh, thank God. Goal. Oh, I should be setting. What am I doing? Okay. We are getting close to Master Brawler. Got some serious upgrades in that Master Brawler too. So part of the reason why I seem to be taking more damage is probably the battle fatigue and the wounds. They do actually affect battle more than I kind of let on. But that's why going to the doctor and all that stuff often is a good thing to do. You love a fight? You're not going to love a fight with this guy. Ooh, you went down. Getting closer, guys. Getting closer. 11,000 XP. Come on. Come on. Booyah! It's going a lot slower now. That was only 356. Oh, that was 1,226. So it makes it kind of hard to know who's worth what on the experience category or anything like that. Come on, knock him out. Just knock him out. Thank you. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, we're getting close, guys. We're getting close. Oh, he knocked me down to my knees. Get the freak out of here. Yeah, you two. You three. Let's just sit down next to this corpse that I thought was about to disappear. Oh, the container is full. That means I got too much stuff. Ooh, a crystal. I've been getting a few of those. I feel like no one cares about the firework. So close. We'll see if we can knock this out. We're almost there. Oh gosh. Let's just go ahead and get it over with and kill these ragtags right here. Boom. Come on. Okay, my inventory is full, which is fine. I got a dump spot. Ooh, just a couple more. Couple more and the grind for the night is over. Not that this was much of a grind. Wait, wasn't that supposed to be it? No, less than 1,000 left. Let me go get this meat lump. There it is. Did you hear that noise? Means we're there. It's not going to let me unequip that. Let's get rid of the palm frond. No, let's get rid of these street lamp schematics. Nobody cares about that. All right. The Brawler trainer is right over here. I want to learn a skill. not close enough. There we go. Boom. So we'll do the two-handed next. Two-handed fatal finesse. Yes. Overwhelming assault. Moment of truth. Woo! Alright, so I'll deal with all the toolbar items at a later date, but I gotta rearrange the toolbar now, because now we're working with some good stuff. Like unarmed lunge 2. Boom, there we go. So, if you want to see more like this, hit the subscribe button down below, hit like, it'd be great. And I will have some more of this weekend, maybe some more of this game, but definitely I'll be checking out the SWG EMU that I have going on. So, anyway, let me come back over here. You guys have a great night. See you later.